We love food colored green, bell peppers and long string beans, pickles, celery, cucumbers too. All these foods are good for you.
Welcome to Storytime Cooks, where we learn about food through books. Today we're reading Gabe's Grocery List. This story is by Heidi Janik, illustrated by Zachary Trover. I don't know about your families, but when I go to the grocery store, it makes things a lot easier if I make a grocery list. And that's what Gabe did in this story. But they didn't quite follow their list. Let's read and find out what happened. Gabe loved writing lists more than anything else in the world. He wrote long lists and short lists. He wrote them on scraps of paper and taped them to his walls. And he has lists all over his walls. I wonder what he put on his list. Typically, when I go to the grocery store, I'll make a list on a piece of paper, and usually it's a long, skinny piece of paper, so I'll have enough room to write everything on there. He decided on his list to write down some of his favorite things, and he wanted lots of fruit. His list says, my list, oranges, lemons, grapes, apples, and more. He didn't know what else he wanted to put on his list, so he just put a lot of a question. He could put lots of other kinds of fruit on his list. His dad also made a grocery list, but his list was full of vegetables because he wanted to make his favorite soup. Gabe checked his list. There are no vegetables on my list today, he told his little sister Emma. At the market, Dad went to find his vegetables. Dad loved vegetables more than anything in the world. And it looks like we might have some zucchini and some squash and some eggplant. We've got green vegetables and yellow ones and purple ones. There's vegetables of all colors. Some vegetables are bright red. Just fun to see all the pretty colors of vegetables. Lovely, lovely, lovely broccoli. Tra-la-la-la-la broccoli. Dad sang like an opera star, and he dropped the broccoli into the shopping cart as he took a deep bow. Broccoli was not on Gabe's list, so he took it out of the cart and set it back on the shelf. And he looked around for some apples and some oranges. His grocery cart is going to look different when he gets to the checkout, maybe, than what Dad thought. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful carrots, said Dad, while he danced, and he tossed the carrot into the cart. And that's a bright orange carrot, just like the orange. No, 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 not on my list, Gabe said. And out went the carrot. Gabe pointed to the apples, and Emma piled some more apples into the cart. Dad juggled an onion and threw them into the cart. I did not put onions on my list, said Gabe. Emma nodded, pinched her nose, and she took the onions and handed them to Mr. Pizik. Thanks, he said. Onions are on my list today. So she helped another shopper. She took the onion out of their cart and handed it to the other gentleman. Wonder what they're going to put in their cart next. Yummy. This will be perfect for my soup, said Dad. And he had some leafy green spinach. And I've got some leafy green spinach in my bowl. Then he put it into the cart. And back here we see some more yellow fruits and vegetables. There's some beautiful pineapple back there. Gabe checked his list. No leafy green things on my list today, he told Mrs. Nagata. Would you like this spinach? Thank you, she said. I have spinach on my list today. Each time Dad tossed vegetables in the cart, Gabe took them out and he and Emma put the vegetables back on the shelves or gave them to other shoppers. They filled their cart with fruit. Emma found a fuzzy kiwi, some bright red strawberries, a yellow banana, some green grapes. They had all kinds of fruit in their cart. Dad tossed in more vegetables and crossed each one off of his list. He was all ready to make his soup. But Gabe and Emma took the vegetables out, and they put in some yummy blueberries, and they even put in some watermelon. Soon, the cart was full of fruit. The cart was so full, it was hard for Gabe to push because it was really heavy. Near the fish counter, Dad finally turned around. His eyes grew wide when he looked into the cart. "Oh no," said Dad. "What happened to all my vegetables? I don't see any vegetables in this cart." Gabe showed Dad his grocery list. Gabe said, "Vegetables weren't on my list today." Dad smiled and said, "Well, instead of soup, I guess we're going to have some fruit salad tonight." And that looks like what we could make with all this fruit. So when we think about, we'll unshop the cart and get some out. All this fruit goes into the fruit section of my plate. All of Gabe's dad's stuff was in the vegetable section, and that's a really important section too. But today we're going to talk about what we could put into a fruit salad. So it's really easy to make, and it's really fun because you can make your fruit salad with whatever you have on hand. So you might take some strawberries, some blueberries, maybe some watermelon, cut up an apple and a banana, maybe put in an orange and some grapes, whatever you like most. Make sure you always wash your fruits and vegetables really well before you prepare them. Even this orange, we're not going to eat the orange peel. We're going to just eat the inside, but it's always important to wash those fruits and vegetables because they grow outside and there's dirt outside. So we're going to cut those all up, put them in a bowl. We can eat them just plain, or you could even stir some yogurt in there, whichever flavor you like. One of my friends has been making fruit salad and putting lemon yogurt on it, and she says that's really delicious. So that might be something you would want to try. I would encourage you to be creative and make some fruit salad that would be something that your family would enjoy. Even little ones can cut up things like bananas with a plastic knife. Get involved, and when we're the chefs, we're much more likely to eat it. So today, enjoy some fruit, and we hope you'll come back next week and join us for another segment of Storytime Cooks, where we continue to learn about food through books.
We love food colored green, bell peppers.